This podcast contains strong language and adult themes. Listener's discretion is advised.
Hello, and welcome to A Page Too Far. My name is Yet to Be Determined, and with me as always is my co-host, the bug from Hakuna Matata, the musical sing-along scene from The Lion King 1.5.
It's been a long time since I've seen 1.5.
Yeah, I know.
saw it once.
Yeah.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my darling gal.
That's Ragtime Gal?
Whatever.
I mean, maybe
He's
it's
singing and
Darling Gal.
dancing, right?
Yeah.
That's what he said?
Yeah.
Okay, we're done here.
Yeah, well, so the bug is, you know how like in a musical, they'll have the words on the screen and they'll have the dot to show you where the lyrics are, like, where
Oh,
you are.
yeah.
The bug is the dot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there was no way you could know that. Anyway, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
You got a clock.
I did get a clock because you complained once that I didn't have a clock in my apartment, so I bought a clock. And then you walked in and you said, that looks like the stereotypical schoolhouse clock.
Yeah, I also didn't say that was it. I also followed that up with, that's not a bad thing.
Mm-hmm. I don't believe you.
It's not a bad thing.
Whatever. I have a clock now. Leave it alone.
Clock. It's better than, look, it's better than the clock that was in my barbershop. That was just like the hands were a pair of scissors.
Oh, that's
So they
boring.
it was boring and it was cliched. It was lame.
I would have had a guy with his mustache as the arms, or like a girl with pigtails that have. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Something related to. I'm not saying scissors aren't related, but that's too obvious.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this week I read The Angel Doll
Okay.
by Jerry Bledsoe.
Bledsoe.
I assume that's how you Bledsoe.
Oh, yeah. Bledsoe. Interesting.
Yeah, it's published by St. Martin's Press, copyright 1996, but apparently it's originally from the 40s.
Okay.
Yeah, it's also 85 pages long. Here,
That is nothing.
it's not. It's 85 pages long, and I also didn't realize it's the large print edition. Take a
Oh
look.
my god, that's a creepy ass angel on the front.
It's horrifying. It's very much the, like, you go to a grandma's house and she has a collection of dolls and they're all creepy.
Right.
It's that.
My god. And then the type is so large. This is the book you give to a kid that just got away from picture books.
Pretty much.
That's how big the type is.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what it is. It's either that or for the grandma who can't see.
Right. So this is 38 pages, really.
Pretty much.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thereabout. Let's dive in. In the first chapter, we meet a man and his wife, Linda. They are decorating for Christmas.
What does the man smell like?
I don't know what he smells like. Probably musk.
Okay.
We never learn his name, and he is the protagonist. So I call him lovingly Man.
Man?
Yeah.
Mr. Man?
Most of the story, he'll just be Man.
Okay.
Right now, he's Mr. Man. The man, being a man, has been barred from any design choices, and the only thing he does is pull out this angel doll from, like, the decoration bin.
Okay.
It has a white dress, wings detached through wires that are, like, sewn into the back. It has a halo wreathed in gold wire that's kind of comes up from the back of the head through wire in the halo. It reminds the man of a very special Christmas almost 50 years ago when he was 10.
If he's the reason that doll is in their house, then no wonder he's been barred from making design decisions.
Yeah. And I find that funny, too, because in my family, my dad always did the decorating, and my mom, like my dad did the outside, my mom did the inside, so they both collaborated.
Right.
And it wasn't like, oh, only the girls can decorate and the guys just do the heavy lifting. It wasn't like that at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I was also allowed to decorate my room, which was dope. So anyway, the doll reminds the man of a very special Christmas 50 years ago when he was 10. That was 4 pages.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Man wanted a bike. This is a flashback now.
Okay.
Rest of the story is a flashback.
Mr. Man wanted a bike.
That's why I said he's not really a mister, because he's 10.
You can be a Mr. at 10.
You totally can. But I wanted to distinguish between Mr. Man and Man, because there's two different men. Like, well, there's two different ages.
What about Mr. Dad? And then, or are you talking about just his present day as opposed to
there's
the
present day and there's flashback.
Hang on, I'll think of something.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Give me a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any mention of his skin tone at any point in the book?
Not specifically, no.
Okay, let's say, for the sake of just naming him,
Okay.
Tanning takes time.
Okay.
So the older guy should be Mr. Tan, and the younger guy Mr. Man.
Okay.
Or no, we'll have the older guy be Mr. Man, the younger guy be Mr. Stan.
We have Baby Man and Mr. Man. But Baby Man is actually 10.
Okay, Baby Man.
Baby Man, Mr. Man.
Good enough.
Yeah.
See, that was easy. Why didn't I think of that?
I don't know. So Baby Man wanted a bike, but he knew it would put too much strain on his parents to buy it since his dad only made $45 a week.
Okay.
Now, so my understanding is that this was copyright in the 90s, written in the 40s, and then this is almost 50 years ago. So this is like 1895.
Okay.
That's my best guess. Man has a paper route. Baby Man has a paper. I'm not going to say Baby Man every time. Just assume it's Baby Man unless I specify otherwise.
Okay.
Has a paper route that he shares with his friend, Whitey Black.
Okay, now hold on.
Yeah.
So Whitey Black.
Yep.
I'm going to take a stab at this. I got about a 50-50 shot here.
Uh-huh.
He's black.
Doesn't say specifically.
Oh my God. Okay. So Whitey Black is a cartoon sketch come to life. And he is only black lines in the white space in between those lines.
Like Doodle Bob. It might be.
Sure. I'm going with that. Going with that.
All right.
Because the alternative is a weird name, a racially charged name.
Well, his first name is James, but he goes by Jimmy, but he wants to be called Whitey.
What? So his last name is Black?
His last name is Black.
Okay. So Whitey Black.
Whitey Black.
Why does he want to be called Whitey?
I don't know. It's just like when you're young and you make up a nickname for yourself.
I actually did that once.
Yeah? What was your nickname?
It was embarrassing.
What was it?
Because I wanted to be called Babs.
Babs?
Which is a woman's
name. I know it for Barbara.
Yeah, but I just like how it sounded.
Babs.
So I was like, I want to be called Babs.
I wanted to be Callan.
Callan?
Callan, yeah. The paper route they shared nets them each $1.30 on a good week, which is pretty good for a kid in 1895.
I guess. I have no concept of the economy back at that time.
He says like an RC Cola cost something like a nickel and a vanilla milkshake cost a nickel and RC Cola costs like 10 cents. They have penny candy. Movie ticket is like 90 cents.
Still doesn't seem like a lot of money.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I mean, they're 10.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You know, you do a paper route 2 days a week. It's Tuesdays and Thursdays, so you do it 2 days a week.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like every morning.
No.
That's not bad at all. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But he wants the bike so that he can up the paper route, work for a different paper, and potentially make $12 a week.
Damn.
That's what I said. That's bonkers because he said his dad makes $45 a week.
Yeah.
So that's like saying a tradesman makes $50,000 a year today, and his 10-year-old son makes $20,000. That's what that equates to. It's obviously a little bit different because you're paying them in singles and yada yada.
Right.
Instead of like $20,000. But yeah. So Man met Whitey 1 year earlier when Man was helping out a local charity handing out food for Thanksgiving.
Right.
Whitey's mom was one of the recipients. They had just moved to town, and they moved there with a man who wasn't Whitey's father, and then he left shortly after. And there's hints that he was abusive, but Man was also 10, so didn't fully know what was going on.
Okay.
But Whitey hated the fact that his family needed charity. So like he helped carry the food in.
Right.
And then just like slammed the door and didn't want to.
I thought you were going to say slam the food in the ground.
No, but it's very much like the there's a certain pride in being poorer.
Okay.
And having been on the both the donating end and the receiving end of like a charity like that.
Right.
I get it. There can be a little like thank you for the help, but we can make it on our own kind of a thing.
Right.
Even if you can't.
I never had a sense of pride as a kid. I was just like, oh, free shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Also, Whitey's younger sister, Sandra, has polio.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's also called Greenie.
Nice. So Whitey and Man found themselves working to stuff papers at the Tribune a few months later. And after a scrap where there's an old coworker who would poke Whitey, but Whitey thinks it was Man doing it. So then Whitey's like, stop doing that.
Right.
Stop doing that. And then they fight. The boss says, yo, you two are going to be sharing a route if you can work together.
Okay.
And they're like, oh, we'll be good. We can work together. We promise.
Right.
So then they get the paper out. In their time together, they discuss Whitey's sister Sandy was obsessed with angels. Her favorite book is a book called The Littlest Angel, Who Gives the Baby Jesus All He Has, which is a couple robin eggshells and a butterfly.
That's pretty pathetic.
That's The Littlest
I would
Angels.
be disappointed if I got that.
I think I read that book, The Littlest Angel. I think I had it as a wee tot. But yeah, it's very much everyone's giving it's the little drummer boy. Everyone's giving him gold and shit. And what do I have? The song. I mean, yeah, it's very much an evangelical, like, it doesn't matter what you give to Jesus. Just give him what you have. Surrender all, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know the story. Sandra asks Whitey if she'll be an angel. And he replies, "You already are," which brightens her day. Go on.
I was thinking a horrible thing.
Were you thinking that he was going to pull out a shotgun? And
You're going to be.
Because that's what I was thinking too.
Oh, my God. Jesus.
You're already an angel, sis.
Oh, man.
One day, Whitey and Man are talking about what they're doing for Christmas, and Whitey says that Sandy wants an angel doll. They look everywhere, and they find dolls, and they find angels, but they don't find any angel dolls.
I got a sex doll and a dead eagle. We could tear his wings off and put it on the sex doll.
I want to say you're kind of close, but but also not really.
Right? Okay.
They decide to buy another doll and see if somebody can make an angel outfit for it.
Okay.
So, you're kind of close in that they do have a thing that they then turn into a thing.
Right.
But it's not a sex doll and an eagle.
And I'm guessing that's going to turn into the doll that transported them back in time. And it looks horrible, and they did a terrible job.
Maybe
unrelated.
So they have a friend who knows how to sew. So they go to her to see if she can. Like they don't buy the doll. They tell her, "Hey, we found a doll, and we want to turn it into an angel for Sandy.
Okay,
can you help us with this?" And she says, "Sure." And Whitey says, "Well, what are you going to charge me?" And she says, "Nothing." He says, "No. I need to pay you. Like, I want to pay."
Right. It's a pride thing again.
Pretty much. So they go to collect the money to buy the doll, and on their paper route, Man doesn't see Whitey for a while. Whitey shows up later in tears, saying that he lost his money. All of it. It's gone.
Shit.
They spend the night looking for it, but no one has seen it, and there's no sign of it.
Fucking angel mugged him.
Yeah, maybe.
Just came down and, "Hey, kid, you haven't been tithing, motherfucker!" Hits him in the face.
Eventually, Man gives up and goes home, but Whitey continues the search. Whitey shows up the next morning at Man's house, saying he found the money. It was in the lining of his jacket. He had a hole in his pocket that he didn't know was there. Dumbass.
Yeah. You didn't hear it jingling or
this was a roll of bills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But they also mentioned like they're going door to door saying like, "Hey, did you find, like, I dropped some money. Did you find it?" Like, it's so innocent.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
Because this is also the time when kids could have a paper route at 10 and not worry about anything. So they go to buy the doll, but it's gone.
Oh, no.
But not really. The clerk hid it behind the counter because somebody came in and was looking at it. So they set it aside to make sure if that person came back that it was ready.
These feel like fake outs.
They very much are.
It's annoying.
They're resolved within like half a page.
Yeah, that's really okay.
Yeah, I think that's really the last one.
Okay.
Like that. But it very much felt like we need to add some kind of tension.
Yeah.
So the clerk had somebody look at it, so they put it under the counter in case that person came back. Whitey buys it, happy as can be. There's a really cute scene here where Baby Man's family takes Whitey out to cut down a tree. They go searching through the forest and find the best one.
Okay.
They have a .22 that they use to shoot down mistletoe clumps.
What?
So like mistletoe's growing in the boughs of trees
with a gun,
and they shoot it because it's fun.
That's dangerous.
This is 1895.
Didn't they know back then that bullets come back down?
Yeah.
So
the best part is that it says like Whitey and Baby Man had their chances each, but when it got too expensive in the cost of shells, the dad took it and shot it down in one go. So they're just sucking.
Just wasting ammunition.
Yep, and potentially endangering somebody else further down the line.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah. Man is told by the friend. This is the friend who's altering the doll. Man is told by the friend that the doll is ready to go, so he and Whitey go to collect it. She charges him $1 on his insistence. She also says that the previous outfit that the doll had somebody was willing to buy that who collected dolls. So that offset the cost of the materials. So the dollar is just her work, like, because Whitey's insisting. And she agrees to hold it for Whitey until Christmas Eve so his sister doesn't see it.
Okay.
Christmas Eve comes, and Man is so excited he's listening for sounds of the new bike that he hopes for. Wants a new bike for the paper route.
Listening for a bell?
He's
or
listening
spokes?
for like spokes, for any sign of like, damn, this bike's too big. You know, like any, he's in bed and he's just excited. His brother wakes him up in the middle of the night saying Santa came, and they sneak out to see their gifts, including a new bike.
Nice.
There's no sleeping for the rest of the night, of course. They're too excited.
Okay.
Their dad's like, get back to bed. And they go, but they don't fall asleep. On Christmas Day, Whitey is riding his bike up and down the street. Not Whitey. I'm sorry. Man is riding his bike up and down the street.
I thought Whitey stole his bike there.
No. I misspoke. And the friend comes by in the afternoon to see if Man had seen Whitey. Whitey never came to pick up the doll.
Uh-oh.
Man goes to find him and sees him walking around out in front of his house. And there's more cars in front of his house than normal.
Oh, don't do this. Don't. His sister's fine. She's fine. She's in an iron lung.
She's not.
She's gonna survive.
She's dead.
She's a fighter.
She was, but she lost.
Now she's an angel.
Now she's an angel. And he never had the chance to give her a doll.
Man.
That day, Whitey and his mom left town to bury his sister where she was born in another state. And Man never saw Whitey again.
That sucks.
Man became an author, and at his first book signing, the friend came by with the angel doll. This is like 25 years later.
Okay.
And she says, Whitey never did come to pick it up. I always thought he would, but he never did. She gives it to the man, and later he's drinking coffee at a diner, and he sees a little girl with a tiny angel doll that looks exactly like the one he has. And he asks her parents where they got it. Well, it came from the Children's Hospital. Turns out an anonymous donor every year makes sure each kid gets an angel doll. Good on you, Whitey.
It still kind of weirds me out that he's called Whitey.
Yeah.
So it's weird.
Yeah.
But that's cool.
That's the book.
That's not the end of the book.
That's the end of the book.
No, there needs to be a twist where all the dolls are laced with anthrax because Whitey has become twisted and bitter over the death of his sister.
If I have an angel, everyone else has one too.
And then Mr. Man has to go track him down.
Yeah.
And then it turns out that Whitey has been doing genetic research.
Oh.
And he has genetically modified himself to have wings so he can fly. And then Mr. Man has to go get his old bike because it turns out it has magical properties that allow him to fly on the bike, and they have to duke it out over the city, both flying.
And he ends up blowing up Whitey by putting C4 inside the angel doll.
Yes.
And using it to stun him. And then
he shoves it up his ass.
Yeah.
And blows up.
Yeah.
See, we just made a better book than this book.
We did.
That was a pamphlet.
It was. And it was longer than your pamphlet, but it was also shorter than your pamphlet.
Right. And it's also just fundraiser for St. Vincent
St. Jude's
or St. Jude's Hospital for Children.
Yeah. Do you want to do ratings?
That was around 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And I might have to cut a few things, so it's going to be even shorter.
Yeah, do the rating.
I can't go to rating yet. There's stuff that. Is there anything to talk about? Anything?
No.
Let's talk about polio.
No.
That's a fascinating subject.
We're not gonna. I don't know enough about polio to vamp 15 minutes.
Get vaccinated. Vaccines are good, right?
Vaccines are good.
Let's talk about vaccines. How good they are.
Do the rating. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. Everything's fine.
So on this show, at the end of every episode, which I don't know if I would qualify this as an episode, but I guess it's an episode, the person who read the book must give the book a rating, and our rating system has 5 levels to it. The bottom one is a genetically modified supervillain handing out anthrax. Mm-hmm. The second level is a really scary-looking angel doll that has sentimental value to it. The third level is a bike. It's just a bike.
Not the magic bike.
No, it's just a bike.
Okay.
It's neutral. It's completely unbiased and unadulterated.
All right.
And then the fourth level is the lady who made the dress for the doll.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
She's like neutral good, I guess.
Yeah.
And
I'd
then
say she's lawful good.
lawful good. And then our highest our highest rating is the actual Whitey from the story. So is yet to be determined.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dub the genetically modified supervillain.
Okay.
Because
That's my name?
yeah, that's your name now.
Okay.
So genetically modified supervillain.
Yeah.
What's your rating for this book?
I have 2 ratings for this book. One is if you have kids, one is if you don't have kids.
Okay.
If you have kids, this is absolutely a hardcover. It's adorable, it's a feel-good story, and it's really cute. It's really well written. If you don't have kids, it's boring as hell and nothing happens.
Right. Okay.
Except a little girl dies. So I would give it a Whitey if you have kids, and I would give it a bike if you don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it gets the honorary Bridge to Terabithia award
Yes.
along
Yes.
with that.
Very much so. Very much so.
What was your least favorite part of the book?
My least favorite part of the book was when the sister died.
Oh, I honestly I wasn't even thinking about that part. My least favorite part is they call him Whitey and they don't give a reason.
Yeah.
That's my least favorite part of the book.
Yeah. Well, and the only Whitey that I know is Whitey Bulger, who
Right.
was head of the Boston Irish crime
Yeah,
family.
he's like a mobster.
Yeah. And there's a movie about him called Black Mass where he's played by Johnny Depp.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's who I was picturing this whole time. And it's hilarious. I also read a book about a pixie and a dragon fucking, so I'm going to go get that book now.
What?
Yeah.
Are you? Oh my god.
I'm doing the thing. That's why I wanted to sit there. We're doing a double feature. That's right. I did it. I did the thing that you did. I faked you out. Revenge is so sweet. I bought these 2 books together with the intention of doing this, but I also didn't realize they ended up being shorter than I thought they were, and I already thought they were short. So I also read.
I mean, I'm happy we're not going to have a 30-minute episode. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but you're also thinking, man, I can really get out of here now. And I'm holding you hostage, which is what I think every time we do this.
I'm excited. I'll have something to actually enjoy now.
Don't get too far ahead of yourself.
Oh, God. Okay.
So this is called Shimmer, The Beginning. It's by Nancy Lee Badger, and it's published. I didn't actually write down the publisher. It appears to be self-published.
Oh, nice.
Copyright July 2017.
Okay.
Yeah. It's also signed by the author. Here's the book.
Wow. Where's the signature? Oh, on the inside.
Mhm.
It's pretty okay handwriting.
She doesn't put the C in her name.
She doesn't? Interesting.
It says Nani Lee Badger.
Okay, and then the cover. Oh my God, this is kind of a mess.
Yeah, it's real bad.
So I'm assuming that is there a picture of the author? No, okay.
Not that I found. No,
maybe that's her in the fairy costume.
could be.
This is a composite of many different images, and most of them have really shitty resolution.
Yep.
Including the picture of the actual person, which you would think that would be the highest resolution image.
You would think. Her name is the highest resolution.
Right. And then second is a big golden dragon head. And that looks like a free, either stock photo or like some free asset on a 3D model program or something.
Yeah,
like
it
that.
looks real bad.
And then there's a waterfall that's been really badly cropped from whatever image it came from, and it just sticks out. Everything has its own lighting. None of the lighting matches up. I can't wait. I can't wait to get on this.
It's pretty great. The back is where it takes place. That's the Isle of Skye in Scotland.
Oh, cool. I really want to go to Scotland.
Yeah, same. We should go to Scotland.
And Ireland. I want to visit both of those places because they both look cool.
So yeah, this is a book about a dragon and a fairy wanting to fuck. Let's dive in. Rubina the fairy is running from Lon, the dark fairy, on the Isle of Skye.
Lon.
L-O-N.
Oh, like Lon Ranch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
She dives into a foul-smelling pool and hides like under an overhang. And when Lon leaves, she uses the magic to turn the pool into something amazing that will soothe and heal anyone who drinks from it.
Would that kind of maybe give her away?
He's gone.
But what if he pretended to leave and he's just keeping an eye out?
She's dumb.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she turns it into a pool of chocolate.
Yes, something amazing that will soothe everyone who comes and drinks from it.
Exactly.
Yeah. In her inner monologue, we find out that Lon kissed her without her consent.
Oh my
and
God.
whispered in her ear the other things he wanted to do.
Oh my God, that's actually creepy.
It doesn't say what they are. It just says the other things he wanted to do.
I'm gonna watch you fuck a dragon.
I imagine it's like I want to play lawn darts.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one.
Thank you. Rubina sees a few woodland creatures. There's like a stag and a doe and a couple pine martens come and drink from the pool, and immediately any injury they have is healed. They appear stronger. It's basically like the Ent brew from Lord of the Rings.
Right.
They appear bigger and stronger than other creatures.
They're roided out now.
Pretty much. We also meet Duff.
Does he make beer?
No.
No? Okay.
No. Duff is a dragon who is injured from trying to find a mate.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You good?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let's check in later, because I don't know.
All right, we'll see. He senses some creature using magic near his cave and finds himself drawn to the pool.
Okay.
Yeah. Side note here, I know Duff from the dish Skilly and Duff, which is basically like a soldiers or sailors stew.
Okay.
Makes him Skilly and Duff. So his name is Stew.
Just short for stupid.
Yes.
Do you ever have someone call you Stu?
No.
Like you do something dumb and they're like, nice job, Stu.
No. They usually said dumbass.
At least they're more direct about it.
Yeah, I appreciated it. Rubina hears something massive approaching and hides behind a waterfall at the pool. That's the waterfall on the cover.
Okay. I love that she could feel something massive coming.
The dragon knows she's there, though.
Okay.
And asks who she is. She's smaller than his foot.
Right.
So, and terrified. So she jumps out, engulfs herself in like a bright light, and turns herself into a dragon.
Okay.
Like a female dragon.
She casts prestidigitation.
She also casts polymorph.
So she's literally a dragon.
Yes. She turns herself into a dragon.
I thought it was an illusion. Okay.
No, she is actually a dragon.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. Duff gets excited because he's looking for a mate, but Rubina, like after realizing that he's not going to eat her, reveals her true form.
Oh my God.
So it's basically like hey, you're a female dragon. She's like, yeah, not really. I just didn't want you to eat me.
Why didn't she just like reject him and he just go away? Be like, yeah, I am. No, fuck off.
I don't know. It's a good question. It's a very good question.
Because there's no guarantee he wouldn't eat her if she revealed herself.
Yeah.
That could still just happen.
Yeah, look, they're vibing. So Duff is about to leave in search of a mate, which makes Rubina sad since she thought that they were friends now. So
what then? That's not mutually exclusive.
She's very, very much, the like pixies and fairies can only have one thing in their mind at a time, and they feel emotions very strongly because they can only feel that emotion. Like, like they can only feel happy, or they can only. It's like Tinkerbell. They can only feel jealousy, and then they can only feel one thing at a time.
Yeah.
So she very much exemplifies that at times.
Right.
At other times, she's just the author's co-insert.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so she's very much just like now that he doesn't mean her harm, she's his best friend, or like he's her best friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's instant.
But she's upset because he's gonna go find a mate
because he's going to leave, and she's like, "What? You just got here? What do you mean?"
She's a fairy. She can follow him, right?
Yeah.
She just can't leave this pool from now on.
No, she can leave the pool.
Okay.
She just doesn't want him to go.
She's just a crazy.
Like, well,
bitch.
I guess I'll leave now. And she's like, well, what if he didn't? No, come on.
I don't like it.
I don't either. I didn't mention this book is 79 pages long.
So it's even shorter than last.
It's even shorter, but the typeface is much smaller.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's actually longer.
Okay.
Yeah. All of a sudden, both of them catch a whiff of a new scent. Humans.
Okay.
They both hide, and Rubina uses fairy dust to conceal them.
Okay.
She gasps at the man and woman who approach the pool.
They're hot.
They are, and they both start banging.
Yes.
The man and the woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. At least that's not interspecies.
Yeah.
I'm not. Look. I don't want to come off as old fashioned.
Okay.
Or for segregation in any way.
All right.
But fuck in your own lane. Don't go fucking someone of a different species, please.
I can get behind that.
We need to keep the bloodlines pure.
I wouldn't have said that in this context.
Maybe a little bit much. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, only bang humans.
Well, that means humans are banging dragons, and fairies are banging humans as well.
No. I mean, as general life advice to the listener.
But what if the listener is a dragon or a fairy?
Then I have made a grave mistake in my view of the world.
If you're a dragon or a fairy, please write in at apage2far@gmail.com.
That's a page, toofar@gmail.com. Robina gasps that the man's sexual organ is huge. And the dragon thinks to himself, yeah, you should see a dragon when he's aroused.
But then it wouldn't. How does. I guess she could polymorph into something, but.
You guessed it. They watch for a bit, with Duff asking questions about what they're doing. Like, he doesn't have lips. He doesn't. Right? Because he's a dragon.
Oh, okay.
So, what's the kissing? He doesn't have breasts. So, why is he fondling her breasts?
This is the lizard man again.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Beat for beat.
Exactly. Robina gets very flustered, so they sneak off. Duff gets sad again because he still doesn't have a mate, and Robina says that with her fairy dust, she can grant any wish.
I don't understand her powers.
They're very vague in what they need to be to facilitate romance.
She's a goddess.
She is a fairy princess.
A princess?
Yeah, we find out later that her dad is the king. The fairy king.
This is scandalous.
Yeah.
If the kingdom found out...
Yeah. Actually,
about her tomfoolery.
Yeah, you guessed the B plot.
Okay. I like it. I like it.
Duff says that he wishes to mate like the humans and to swim in the pool that she made.
Well, it's occupied right now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
She says, done, and turns herself into a human female and Duff into a human male.
Okay.
And then he, after reveling in his new sensations, like the sharp feeling of pebbles on his feet, which, I mean, he's a dragon, so that never bothered him before.
Yeah.
Goes in for a kiss.
Stones never bother me anyway. But he's never had lips before, so he literally just drools on her face.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, okay.
Not really. They do kiss. But yeah, some people might be near that.
The drooling?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Chapter 4 can be summarized as they fuck.
Adequate.
Yep. And at the end, an arrow flies over their heads. Like a bow and arrow.
Okay.
Yeah, flies over their heads. Chapter 5. That was a chapter I read. The humans are back, and they want to kill Duff and take Robina for their own. They see a man and a woman alone.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So they're like, we can just kill the man and take the girl, because that's what we do, because we're humans.
What happened to the other two? Were they cool?
They were gone.
So
we don't see them again.
There's a random band of ruffians.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Robina and Duff are split up, but they both escape, and they meet up later in their normal forms. So Robina's a fairy, Duff is a dragon.
Right.
The magic has a time limit, so it wore off at noon.
Okay. So she has all these abilities, but
yes.
She can't just undo it in an instant.
It doesn't say if she could or not, but she says, like, if we get split up, this is going to happen at noon. And then they get split up, and it happens at noon.
You would think that she would change him back then and there, and then he would fight them.
He mentions, you're right, and I didn't include something because I didn't see the relevance of it, but he mentions not wanting to reveal that he is an actual dragon to the humans because he doesn't want humans hunting dragons.
He can kill them all, and then there's no one to tell the story.
That's what I thought. That's why I didn't mention it. But but yes is the answer.
Yeah.
If he kills everyone, if there are no survivors, then there are there's nobody to take back the story. So now Robina so they've escaped.
Yeah.
Robina tells Duff about her culture a bit. She's a vegan fairy. She doesn't eat meat. The dark fairies do.
Okay.
But she eats, her favorite thing is like carrot broth.
Ew.
She hates mushrooms.
Okay, I'm with her on that.
I like the occasional mushroom. And also that a dark fairy named Lon wanted her for his own. Just then Lon shows up. And basically Nana Nana Poo Poo's Duff into following him, trying to catch him.
Okay.
But Duff turns back, realizing that it might be a ploy to separate him from Rubina, when he sees her in her human form being hauled away by a group of men.
Hauled away.
I wrote something different, and I was trying to think of the words. Being hauled away.
Gotcha.
Incidentally, I feel like you need to know this because I know this. She's naked, and the one guy has her over his shoulder, and he just like slaps her ass.
I didn't need to know that.
Yeah, I know it, so you need to know it. Yeah,
I don't like your logic.
Yeah, and there's some infighting between the humans of like who's gonna get her first.
Okay.
Yeah. We shift to her perspective, and she's thinking how klutzy she is. She meant to shift into a dragon, but she panicked, and so when she was shifting, she thought of the human form because that was a really good sensation that she felt, and her mind was still on it.
Is this like browser history? You have to click on the tab, and then you have your most recent polymorphs?
You have to
select the right one?
You have to hold the image of what you want to be in your mind. And
how difficult is that?
well, she had just had a really good time as a human female. Like a really good time. So that was what her mind was on.
But you're in danger.
She was also flustered. She's a fairy.
She sucks.
Yes.
And she sucks.
Yes. Actually, no.
No?
No.
Surprising.
Yeah, he does. Well, you know.
I'm sorry?
Never mind.
She sucks and she blows.
No. She just sucks.
But it is interesting how those mean the same thing.
It is. It's true.
Yeah.
She's gone from suck to blow. Mega Maid. I don't know why I did that in like a 1950s cartoon announcer voice.
I don't know either.
A fire breaks out in the group of men out of nowhere, and she escapes running into Duff in his human form.
Okay, wait. He was just dragon, though.
He was a dragon.
How did he become human?
That's what she says.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He breathes fire again at the men and says, so he's human, but he can still breathe fire.
Okay.
I mean, it's magic. He says he thinks that when they banged, he retained the ability to shapeshift.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
They go back to his cave and bang again.
Okay.
And she notices a mark on his back. So this is his human form. There's a mark on the back of his human form in the shape of a dragon.
Okay.
And
it's like a cutie mark.
Kind of, yeah. And it's in the same place that dark fairies have a mark.
What the fuck?
Dark fairies have a specific mark in a place. Well, they have a mark in a specific place. And this mark is in that same place.
On his back?
On his back.
I would figure dark fairies would have it on their taint, because that's the darkest part of a person.
Maybe. I don't like this book. So like there's like a little fake out where it's like, is it Lon? Did Lon trick her? No, it's Duff. She sneaks out to go home. And when we shift perspective, we find out it is Duff. Duff wakes to see Lon, this is a little bit later, trying to steal a trinket from Duff's hoard. So he's a dragon, he has a hoard.
It's a hoard. Okay, yeah.
Lon says he's going to follow Rubina to her home and win her back. You can't win her back because you never had her in the first place, but, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a moment where he's like, yo, Duff, I'm going to go to her home and we're going to bang. Do you know where she lives? She didn't tell you. You're a loser.
Maybe because you're always hanging out at her place, so she just doesn't go there anymore.
Yeah, maybe. So he leaves and Duff regrets that he has no idea where her home is. Rubina comes back, though, like right after Lon leaves. And she says that she wanted to make sure he was okay after she saw Lon leave. So, like, she was just hanging out watching the cave entrance, I guess? I don't know. Doesn't say. Yeah. She's going back and forth. He's a dragon. She's a fairy. Yada, yada, yada. It could never work.
You could both shift into human forms.
Yeah. But eventually she does go home.
Okay.
She goes home to her mother. Her mother's name is Bumblebee. She calls her Bee.
Okay.
Yeah.
The names are not impressing me in this book.
No. Oh, that was something I wanted to mention about the Angel book. Like every character gets a name except the main guy.
Right.
Yeah. That bothered me.
Yeah.
So her mother sees something is clearly wrong with Rubina, and Rubina tells her that Lon kissed her and wanted more, but she doesn't love him, but she does love another guy, but she can't see that guy anymore.
Why not?
Well, because it wouldn't work, right? He's a dragon.
It's been working. They literally made it work.
But he's a dragon, and she's a fairy. They can't. She's a fairy princess. They can't.
So socially unacceptable.
Yes.
Okay.
Her mom then confides a great secret. She was a dark fairy who married Rabina's father out of love.
Okay.
Yeah. They made a choice that rocked fairy society, and Rabina should do what she wants to do. Her father forbids it. No daughter of mine is going to marry a dragon.
Then I'm not your daughter anymore.
Pretty much. So naturally, she flies back to the island in the form of a dragon. She and Duff promise to live together for the rest of their days. She's going to pretend to be a dragon, and occasionally they'll bang as humans, and occasionally they'll bang as fairies, and occasionally they'll bang as dragons.
Is that the end?
Themed.
Is that the... But... What? We can't be together because I'm a fairy and he's a dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll just be together.
Well, Mom said it's okay.
She just said that she used to be a dark fairy. That's all she said.
She said, I used to be a dark fairy. I married your father out of love.
Yeah.
You need to do what you need to do.
Does not that... they're fairies.
So
they're both fairies.
They are.
That's way different than a dragon and a fairy.
Yeah. Yeah. I have news for you.
Yeah?
This is a series.
No. What are you doing?
There are 3 other books.
What are you doing?
I'm not doing a double fake out.
Okay. I was like, we're still on this train.
No, I'm not doing a double fake out. I kind of wish I was, though, because it would have been really funny.
If it was a better book, I'd be down, but that was...
Now I kind of wish I bought all 4 books.
Were they all there? At the store? No?
No, but I could have found them online. Bought all 4 books and then did all 4 and kept faking you out one after another.
That would have been great.
But no, the single fake out is fine. Yeah, that's the end of the book.
Okay.
I don't know if the next... So apparently this is like a prequel to the other books.
What?
But it's also like... So
it's not the first book.
I don't think it was the first book that was written, but it is chronologically the first book.
Okay.
I think.
Kind of like the what is it? Blood of Elves was the first written, but it's not chronologically.
Like the Witcher books, like the Narnia books, like the
Magician's Nephew is the first chronologically, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a few book series that did that. That's the end of Shimmer: the beginning.
Emphasis on the colon.
Yeah, and the beginning.
So I shouldn't have to say it again.
Nah.
We have a rating system.
Yeah.
It's a rating system.
Mm-hmm.
With using the same rating system, what would you rate the fairy and dragon banged?
I would rate it a winged supervillain.
Yeah.
It wasn't entertaining. It was competently written, like I didn't notice any mistakes, but it also didn't make sense. The abilities that they had were very vague and undefined, which is kind of true of the Fae folk in general, but I also feel like some things about fairies are really explicit.
Right.
And the things that were explicit in this book weren't the things that I wanted to read.
Right.
Get it? It's a sex joke.
I got it. The fucking dark fairy didn't seem to... He wasn't that much of a nuisance.
No, he wasn't.
And then at the end, I guess he just kind of didn't bother him anymore?
Yeah, he kisses her, says it's free real estate, and then... kind of buzzes up. Well, to be fair, we don't know what happens next in the series, but in this book, he's like, I'm going to win her back, and she's like, I'm going to go live with a dragon.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
If you'd like to write to us and complain about this episode or praise us for our bravery in diving into these depths, you can go ahead and email us at a page too far at gmail.com. That's a page TOOFAR at gmail.com.
At specifically
at a gmail.com.
Oh, it's a page to... No, it's Scottish, not Irish.
I was trying to do Italian.
Oh.
A page to... No, that's fucking...
What's a page too far?
I can't do it. I can't. What's Italian sound like? A page too far. That's it's Irish still... Again. I can't turn it off.
Mamma mia. It's a page too far at gmail.com. I'm not Italian. I might be Italian.
We also have socials, Instagram, Twitter, all that jazz. We're also on YouTube. If you're listening to this on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. If you like the show, share it with your friends. Get the word out there. We're trying to grow.
Yeah.
Please, we're trying. We're trying so hard.
Somebody asked me today. They said, what kind of stone do you have to give an Eevee to evolve it into a Patreon?
Shit, I can't think of anything.
I said, I don't know, maybe a father.
What?
Patriarch.
Oh, like like patri means father.
Yeah. That's all I got.
That's all. Dude, I am misfiring tonight.
I fried your brain, and I love it. I am so here for it.
I can't do anything tonight.
This is the funniest thing that I've ever done in this booth in a very long time. And I am ecstatic, and you hate it, and it's wonderful.
We got a lot of extra shit on our Patreons.
Yep.
Check us out at patreon.com/apage2far. We have 3 separate tiers chocked full of shit in every sense of that word.
Yeah.
So check us out there, and we hope to see you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.